I want to start with this statement. Idolatry is not what you think it is. And what's even more important is you may not recognize it in your life. Hey friends, I'm Pastor V, and I am really excited about this because I used to be an unbeliever. I wasn't sure about Christ or the church or the Bible. You have not made any declaration or commitment to Christ. I am so glad you're here. Before I became a Christian, I used to think idolatry was something like you bow down before a stone or some kind of statue of a deity, right? And I used to think, well, I don't do that. I don't bow down to stones. That's ridiculous. And therefore, I never felt I was in danger of committing idolatry. Well, since then, here's what I found out. An idol is what your heart longs for. An idol is your deepest yearning. Okay? An idol is something you are absorbed with. As in, I want that. If I could have that, since I don't have it yet, I am incomplete, I am unhappy, I am seeking that, whatever that may be. And whatever that may be, if you are seeking that from anything other than God, that's an idol. Let me say it this way. Only God can give you the most important longings in your life, like identity, security, and destiny. And if it is not God from whom you are receiving those three things, that is an idolatry. And we often think an idol is something like bad, as in, addictions and all the evil things like self-absorption. They could become idol if you draw your identity, security, and destiny from them. At the same time, what's even more dangerous is, and this is why I say you may not recognize idol in your life, is good things can become an idol as well. So for example, let me make my confession. I'm a pastor, okay? And there were times and years when church was an idol. Here's what I mean. Okay? When church was doing well, I had this sense of self-worth. What I'm saying is my identity was built on the success of the church. Security. If church is doing well, I felt like my tomorrow was secured. So what's my point? Anything that is not God giving you, defining you, defining for you what those three things are: destiny, security, and identity, security, and destiny. That is an idol. And the problem with an idol is this: they don't last. They are false advertisement. They can't possibly give you your true identity. And we need to validate who we are, our self-worth. And if it's anything but God, it will destroy you. See, this is why so many professional athletes, all their lives, sport, the game, being an athlete was their identity. Now they are retired. They are no longer in the game, literally and metaphorically. They lost their self-identity and self-worth. And some have committed suicide because of that. Okay? So again, good things can be an idol. One more example. Hannah, in the first book of 1 Samuel, she longed for a child. That's a good thing. But it became an idol for her because having a child defined her identity. So here's my question to you. How do you get your sense of worth? Is it through work? Is it through accomplishments? Is it through who you are? What you do? If it's anything but God, it will ultimately fall short. I heard someone say it like this: whatever is eternal, it is eternally useless. What he meant was, whatever gives you self-worth and identity, whatever it is, if it's not God, it's not eternal, and therefore it's not eternally useful. We will crash and burn. Talk about security. Okay? What gives you security of the future? For most of us, it's our job, it's our bank accounts, it's our portfolio and investment, and that's why we save so much, and we are afraid of losing it all because our security depends on it. Friends, you may have all the money in the world, but you can't save your soul. Okay? Jesus says it this way: what profit does a man gain if he gains the whole world and yet forfeits his soul? Nothing can give you the eternal security in this life. Nothing. Okay? Not your wealth, not your money, but only God can. Let God, Jesus Christ, be your eternal security. And lastly, destiny. What do I mean by destiny? The biggest idol, the idol that begets, gives birth to all the rest, is the idolatry of self. Meaning, what is my destiny all about? If I say the goal of life is to be happy, it's about me, then what I end up doing is I will use God. I will bargain with Him. If I do this, you will bless me, therefore, okay? Or friends and families, all the people around me. If the destiny of my life is all about me, then I will ultimately, inevitably use them. But if the destiny is defined by who Jesus is, He is the center of my life, and He is worthy of my worship, and I am accepted by Him, loved by Him, and transformed by His grace and truth. And therefore, life is not about me. The life is about Jesus Christ and loving my neighbor. That's my destiny. Identify what your heart longs for. I'm talking about the ultimate longing. And if it's not Jesus, you are committing an idolatry. And I pray that in this conversation, you will find that your longing in your heart will lead you to redirect that longing to the Lord Jesus Christ. Hey friends, may I encourage you to submit your questions in the comments below. We would love to receive them. We want to be relevant, and also we want to make sure that your time here is valuable to you and somewhat relevant and useful. So please write down the questions in the comments. Now, at the same time, please subscribe. Here's how you can partner with our mission. Our mission is to engage in these spiritual faith-building conversations, and it's not going to cost you anything. Subscribe, like it, so that it helps, you will help us to accomplish the mission. All right? Now, we are located in Edmonton, Alberta. If you happen to be in town, I would love for you to be my guest. So check out the description below for all the details. And when you come, please make sure who you are. Let me know that you are here. All right? Bye for now.